So that's my mystical technology interesting thing for the day. What the fuck, monitor? I swear it just falls all night. I don't. Okay. Good morning. I hope you're all doing well. Yeah, I literally plugged my phone in and it changed the song. Bless Billy. Bless her to death. But, I'm good. Mm-hmm. Technology being a C word must be a day ending in Y. It's constant. And then I feel bad. Like, we were playing PoE yesterday. And Najio was having so many audio issues. I just feel so much empathy. I am constant audio issues. Like, it's just never ending. And watching someone else go through it, you're just like, fuck, I just want to take a hold of your PC and do it. But I know that it's just audio. It's the devil. It's the fucking devil. Like, I'm racking my brain why the fuck we had echo yesterday. I genuinely have no idea. It's just it's always audio. Like, what? Why is it so hard? I don't know. It's so annoying. And it's like, bless Discord. I'm very grateful that they exist, but fuck, dude. They make shit, like, I don't know. They make shit really hard sometimes. No idea. The joys of audio and live streaming. I mean, I think about it in terms of like I say this a lot, but I'm very grateful I went live entertainment. Like, I didn't make a conscious choice, but, you know, just fell into Twitch on accident, and here we are 10 years later. But, like, I watch a lot of YouTubers, and more often than not, they will say, like, I just recorded 2 hours and it was muted. Like, the next clip of the video will be like, all right, my mic was off. Like, I cannot fathom talking to myself for hours and then realizing it was muted the entire time. Like, what do you even do? At least I have you guys here to tell me if things are fucked up so we can fix it on the spot. I would never make any, that would be like soul crushing to me if I did all that work and then it was just soul fucking crushing. Good morning, BDO. I want to find the team responsible for audio on Windows 11 and just, oh my god, my PC's been trying to get, like, it has the little update thing, and it's like, your PC isn't something for Windows 11. I'm like, thank fuck. Windows 11, how dare you touch my PC? I have one that's stuck Windows 11 and one that's still on Windows 10, and my Windows 10 one is great. She works so well. Fuck Windows 11. What a fucking mistake that was. Good morning, Money. How are you, love? Yep, Windows 11, it's always trying to push some fucking update. And I mean, Windows is a mess, let's be honest. But Windows 11, oh my god.
Come out. I'm gay.
Thank you, Cuteness, for subbing to the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving an A to Sphinx for 37 months. I fucking appreciate you. 90% of the reason I'm still on 10, dude, it's a nightmare. It's so, the stupidest things they changed. Like, for instance, I mean, I've talked about this before, but like, I don't really use my start menu. I just click on the little search bar and type in what I need, and I get it right away. Windows 11 changed what words you have to use to get the same results. That's just one example of an infuriating fucking shit they did. Why? And they've acknowledged it. That's the funny part. They're like, yeah, we fucked up. For instance, like on my Windows 10, I could type in audio or sound, and it'll pull up every result for my sound options, like my sound settings. In this one, no, they hide it. In Windows 11, they're trying to Macify PCs by hiding all the back-end stuff that I need to get access to immediately. And it's fucking infuriating. I've literally had to like pin my sound settings to my dashboard just to get to them easily. It's ridiculous. So is mine reached? I'm not kidding you. My one that's on Windows 10, that's what it keeps telling me. It keeps giving me this like, we need to update, but you can't be Windows 11. You're not good enough. I'm like, thank God. I'm never putting anything new in this PC just in case. I don't know what the fuck you would do to it. Good morning, Creeping. How are you? An Avalanche game? What's that? Learn more support for Windows 10 will end on October. Yep. October 14th of 2025, yeah. I knew that. I actually looked that. I didn't know the date, but I knew it was October. I looked that up because I'm anxious about it. Learn more support for Windows. Yeah. I'm a weird nerd. I've been playing with the guts of Windows for years and have learned how to use GP Edit to strip all the ads, internet, and phone home stuff in Windows PC. How's that going for you? Coach, it's just it's window. It feels I'm trying to remember which Windows it was. It was the Windows transition back in like the 90s, early 2000s, where everything got really bubbly and cartoony looking. Like all of a sudden our start menu was all rounded off and everything was really bubbly. I want to say it was the Windows that had the background that was just the like hills. That's what Windows 11 feels like. It feels like they gave me a child's program. Like I went from a Windows I can function to like this bubbly, pretty, ad-filled nonsense that I'm like, what the fuck is this? You childed it. You rounded the edges of everything. I don't understand. But it feels very similar to that. Was it XP? Like the transition to XP where we were just like, is this a cartoon? What did you do to my computer? I remember that. That's what this feels like. It's just shitty. Having a day. Boo. Good morning, Glut. Shopping on the... God damn it. Shopping on the internet. Everything's badly photoshopped and there's way too much cheap knockoff and fake shit. There is not one genuine article among pages and pages of detritus. 100%. It's so... But I mean, I feel that's the way it is in stores. Like, I don't know where to even shop for clothes anymore. You go to stores, it's all fast fashion. You go online, you don't even know. Like, it takes hours of research to find out if a brand isn't fast fashion. It's fucking ridiculous. The people who decided to make all these changes had the MBAs. Surely it was the best course to take in order to leverage the synergy of market sharing moving forward. Oh, of course. Of course. It's better than Vista. It's just that similar weird feeling of like waking up and I have one PC that's normal and one is weird and cartoony looking and rounded and it's like bubbly. I don't know. It just reminds me of that. It does. That's the thing, BDO. It's like I've spent my entire life learning how to use PCs. I love computers. I mean, you guys know that we all do. We're computer people, right? I've spent my life learning how to function these things and they're taking away my capabilities to function inside the PC. And they're hiding shit, like all of the back-end stuff that I need to get into. For instance, GoXLR. I'm constantly having to get into the back files of GoXLR to move sound alerts around and permanently save them in there and adjust my audio from my mic. It is a pain in the fucking ass just to find it. And the amount of times the PC is like, are you sure you want to open this? Are you sure you want to open this? Are you sure you want to open this? I'm not 5. Stop.
Now,
Stop catering to the dumb.
I'm going to fuck you with Satan's cock.
I have a new PC being put together right now. Oh, I'm excited. I'm anxious about the switch to 11 when it's finished. I'm excited for the 4090. It's honestly, like, if I didn't stream, I probably wouldn't run into all the issues I run into constantly. I run the PC hot. Like, you know, I've got OBS, I've got everything running on it. Like, I run it really hard. It's just a weird, you're gonna have to, it takes a minute to get used to. Like it did, like if you're anything like me, for instance, the start menu thing, that's a big change for me. I have always go to the start, type in what I want, get it. You can't do that anymore. They've kind of fucked it. So little things like that are like, they're not life altering or life ending. They're just speed bumps I don't need. Will, thank you so much for summing the class, keeping the class alive and giving it 60 fucking months. I fucking appreciate you. That's a really long time. I thought the Burning Elmo was Calcifer at first, so did I. I wish it was. We can pretend.
Now, I'm going to
Same.
fuck you
iPhones, yep.
with Satan's
Exact same.
cock.
Ah, Teef, thank you so much for subbing to the class, keeping the class alive and giving it any swings
For
for
a fucking year. It's a really long time and I appreciate you. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways, because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent. Thank you.
That's a long time, bro. Thank you. I just clicked open 5 times because I'm an idiot. That's exactly how I feel, Anubis. I'm not kidding you. It's like, I want to talk to my computer like, hey, I know we have attention right now, but I need you to trust me. I need you, like a patient. Like, I need you to trust that I know what I'm doing and I know what I'm getting into. I've done this 5 fucking million times. there needs to be a setting on Windows 11 like that. Like, hey, are you willing to risk your PC because you know what you're doing? Yes, I am. Yes, please, please. I built the thing. For fuck's sake, let me risk my shit. It's infuriating. I'm glad I'm not the only one because it's just like, It seems so stupid to complain about, but fuck, why? Why did they do this? Yeah, I can't imagine. It's so much worse, Serene. That's the word. It's hidden and compartmentalized information. I don't know another word for it, but the back end. It's getting into the files. It's getting into, like every once in a while we have a game that fucks up and you have to get into the game files and delete some saved games off of it, like in the fucking code. Or you have to go in and edit something. Like, we do this shit. This has been our life. We've been doing this forever. This isn't new. And they've made it so hard to get into that shit. It's like a fucking Olympic sport in itself just to get to that point. Like, just to open your C command box, like to type in shit, it's like 5 steps. Like, yes, I want that. Yes, I want that. Yes, I'm sure I'm typing in it. I'm positive I want to type into this. It's ridiculous. I just don't. Why? No start menu sounds weird. There's a start menu. It shows my whole monitor over here, doesn't it? Or does it just show my screen? You have a start menu. So if you look at your Windows 11, you have your start menu on the bottom, and it's got your little like search bar on the side and the little Windows symbol, and the Windows symbol would pull up your programs. On Windows 11, they moved it to the middle of the bar, which I'm sure you can move. And you've got your search bar and everything, but the search bar is broken. Like, for instance, if I type into my search bar on this PC, audio, first thing that comes up, sound settings. It's exactly what I want. Like, that's the way it's always worked. If I type in audio over on my Windows 11, Realtek Audio Console, DTS Audio Processing, Sound Recorder. Would you like to turn on mono audio? Do you want narrator audio output device? Do you want to flash your screen during audio notifications? Not one is my sound mixture options. It's just a speed bump I don't fucking need. That's it. It's not life altering. You just have to type in different words to get the exact same results. What did they do? Like, I just don't. Does that make sense? It's stupid little stuff, but it's just like, it's a speed bump in how I function. Now I have to use my start menu sometimes. Or I have to, like, right-click, open up my task manager, pull up all that shit, and go through all those steps to get to the sound settings, when really I just know where I need to go. It's making me take the long way no matter what. And I hate it. Dude, you don't know how to organize your PC? Let us rearrange your whole office? No, kill me. Ugh. Are you sure you want CMD? Couldn't you want PowerShell instead? No, if I wanted PowerShell, I'd have open PowerShell. Dude. Yes, I'm so glad I'm not the only one. I hate that any of us are going through this, but I'm very grateful I'm not the only one because it's very annoying. So much of the problem that for games like Fallout 4, when you mod, I can't, oh my god. I wouldn't play ESO on a Windows 11 PC. I just wouldn't. I'd go crazy. The sheer amount of all the mods and shit that I had in the game that I had to go into and do all the extra stuff to and get into the back-end files of it. Never. I wouldn't play it on Windows 11. Thankfully, my gaming PC is Windows 10 still, so we're good, but I wouldn't even fucking go near it. You have to type in sound. You do. It's just a different word. That's what I'm saying, Dread. It's not life-altering. It's not like the end of the world. It's just a speed bump. It's me being like, I need my audio settings. I'm going to do what I've always done. Audio. Where the fuck are my audio? Oh, delete. Sound. It's just annoying. That's it. It's little stupid annoying shits like that. I can get around it. It's just annoying. That's it. Are we dropping frames? My OBS says I have 0 drop frames, so I wonder if that's Twitch. Is Twitch twitching? On OBS, I actually have like a bar on the bottom of my OBS, and it says dropped frames, it says our kilobytes per second, etc., the delay, and it says 0. Yeah, I was gonna say, I hope it's Twitch. I'm just looking. Hold on. What's my bitrate? My bitrate's good too. Yeah, Twitch is being twitchy. That's normal. What are you gonna fucking do? Fucking Windows. Fucking Twitch, all of it. AI is still too little to understand and prone to abuse. And I think that's what they're using in Windows now. And now Billy's back. I know, bless her. I get in the mood for Billy, but a lot of the time her music's just a little bleh for me. But a lot of it's very beautiful. Don't get me wrong. She has a gorgeous voice. Fuck OneDrive. OneDrive can eat my fucking ass. That's another, oh my god. I could go on about this all day. If you have to, I mean, Ike, are you getting a new PC right now? Yes? If you're getting a PC with Windows 11 on it, the very first thing you need to do, and I say this in all seriousness, this isn't just for streamers, delete OneDrive. You have to do some pretty weird shit to get it off your PC because they like implant it into the PC. Get rid of it. Oh my god. What a nightmare. That thing was I won't even go into it. What a fucking nightmare. But if you don't get rid of it, the moment your PC turns on, OneDrive starts taking every single file, every single thing you're doing, and putting it on OneDrive and taking it off your PC. Not just duplicating it, it is now living on OneDrive. Your PC lives on OneDrive. It is fucking nonsense. Oh my god, that took me 3 days. 3 days to completely eliminate OneDrive and get all of my files back. Because, like, no. What? Who wants that? Insane. It turns your fucking computer into a dumb terminal. It really does. It was a nightmare, and I didn't know OneDrive was gonna fuck me sideways, so I went a couple weeks on this PC, with just like we were dropping frames because OneDrive was literally caching my stream as I was live, and on top of that, OBS was being forced to read from OneDrive because the PC was holding nothing. It was dumping everything onto OneDrive. So I went weeks that way for a while. I had to spend 3 fucking days getting everything off of OneDrive, putting it where it needs to be, and getting it working again. Delete it. I cannot emphasize how hard you need to delete OneDrive. Immediately. Just don't fuck with it. It's garbage. It's fucking garbage. I cried a lot. Because I was just like, why does this exist? This is garbage. Why? Like, I understand, what is it? Like, Google has their photos thing that's in the cloud and stuff like that. Like, things like photos on your phone and shit, sure. Your entire PC? Reading off of OneDrive live all day? Who is that working for? There are people out there just existing with this OneDrive bullshit. And they just think their PC's a piece of shit. I guarantee. They're like, my PC's so slow and I don't understand why. I guarantee it's OneDrive. And that upsets me. Right, BDO. For a work PC, something like that, I can understand. Where you want shit to be going into a cloud so you can access it from different PCs. But a home PC, especially when you're streaming live off of, fuck that. That shit was garbage. That was the first thing I did when I set up my PC. OneDrive deleted it to hell and back. Good. Biggest piece of advice I could give you is just you can't even just uninstall it. You have to go through some weird shit. You have to, because it's live. It's on all the time. It's so confusing. Just look it up. Reddit helped me a lot. Like, I went through a Reddit thread and they taught me how to get rid of it. But you have to, like, turn it off, unload all your files from it, turn it on, turn it off, unload all your files from it, turn it on, turn it off, unload all your files from it, and then you can uninstall it. It's a fucking nightmare. You want nothing to do with OneDrive unless your work requires it. Get the fuck away. Before you put anything you love on that PC, get the fuck rid of OneDrive. Oh my god, you will save yourself a goddamn nightmare. For an enterprise that swaps PCs out, especially when something breaks, OneDrive's good. For individuals, it's bullshit. Yes. Yeah, it's got work purposes, but the fact that it's just automatically on personal PCs and does what it does is garbage. Garbage. And it doesn't, like, when you set up your PC, it's not like, good morning, Vissy, what do you want on OneDrive? Nothing. Nothing. It just immediately defaults to, oh, you want your entire PC to be on OneDrive and everything you ever do and every game you ever install and every single photo or sound file you ever download, ever? Would you like us to read that live off of OneDrive for the rest of your life? Excellent. That's what OneDrive does. It's a fucking nightmare. I picked up a couple NetJob JBODs and am near 900 terabytes of hard drive space. Wow. You finally finished it. Don't pull your hair out. It's brand new and so pretty. Bitch, I will come. I have no qualms pissing off some in-laws. If you need me to come out there and smack some cunts for making you pull out your beautiful new hair, I fucking will. Fuck that. Media backup, wait. Media backup makes sense and maybe documents, but definitely not. No, your entire PC. It's crazy. It's just the dumbest assumption. I had to use OneDrive for school, but I disabled that shit so quickly on my newer laptop. Same. Do it. It's just, unless there's a work reason or something like that, you need nothing to do with it at all. I need to grind up weed. Tammy hit me hard. Should we cheers? I think, wait, actually, do I have some ground up weed? No, it's just my stoner bowl that's gone. Look at that. Tammy's on one of y'all right now. Just inconsiderate people taking advantage of the fact that Vissy will cut her leg off for you. And I can say that because I don't give a fuck how they feel. That's it. You know, the fucking usual. I have to tell you this, Gun. It's just crazy to me because you say you have 900 terabytes. I can like, this is a very visceral memory for me. When I was in college, there was this, it was called Shakespeare, and it was a localized server like LimeWire that only fed off of the university campus. So if you had files on your laptop and you were connected to Shakespeare and you were on the university's Wi-Fi, anybody could download it was like LimeWire, but like, I don't know how to explain that. If you guys know the word for what I'm talking about, let me know. But there was this legendary person on campus that I never met. And this is how we said it. This dude has fucking 2 terabytes of movies in his fucking dorm room. 2 terabytes. Like, he's got to be running double towers. What the fuck? Yeah, that was so much when I was in college. 2 terabytes? That was huge. That was enormous. You couldn't find external hard drives that were even a terabyte back in the early 2000s. Like, that was huge. It was astounding to us that this person had 2 terabytes of movies, and we all assumed that's where we were getting most of our files when we were like torrenting shit, because this person had the biggest PC we'd ever heard of. And now we're just casually like, I got 900 terabytes, it's whatever. It's just fucking crazy. Yeah, when I was in college, 1 gig was impressive. There you go. And Mish isn't that much older than me. That time, the technology has just, it soared. It's crazy. File sharing server, is that what it is? Yeah, we had one of those. Shakespeare was a personal network for sharing files. There you go. We had that on campus, and it was just how we torrented movies across the board. I didn't even know Vissy was that well, but I would ride to war for her, 100%. The handsome Jack tattoo alone would spur me to action if needed. The irony is that Vissy is like a rabid Wolverine, and none of us need to ride to war for her, but we would anyways. Irony. Sneakernet old school, my uni dorm had that, yep. Back in the day, my friend had just fuckloads of memes and videos and stuff on those old zip drives. Oh, wow. No, it's crazy. It's just crazy. 2 terabytes back then was a full tower of drives. It was. I mean, just picturing that was astounding because we all had little laptops. I went from 1 megabyte to 32 terabytes on a drive in 40 years. That's crazy. It's truly crazy. It's kind of cool. I found my jump drive from high school a couple months ago. Opening those memories was interesting. I don't know if USB drives, like thumb drives, existed when I was in high school. I think we had to burn CDs. I don't know. When did thumb drives become a thing that was normal to have? I don't know. I would have no access to my college stuff. It's like printed. I know. I think we had to burn discs. It was college, right? And they were expensive. Do you remember? I mean, I remember going into, it was like a Staples or something like that. And for the first time, seeing, like, they had, on the counter, they have all the, like, what's it called? like impulse purchase shit, they would just have like a bowl of thumb drives for $15 a pop. And I would look at that like, that's not real. Because the last time I bought a thumb drive, it was like $100. It was wild. Stop it. In high school, I had to bring a 3.5 floppy for Word. That's what I had to do in middle school and elementary school. Absolutely. Like the real floppies. A buddy of mine spent $600 on a DVD burner so he could burn PlayStation games back in like 2001, 2002. I believe it. It's crazy. And that's not that long ago, really. In my college days, if you had an electric typewriter, you were rich. That was me like middle school, high school. And what were they called? Wasn't it called like a word processor? It was like that big fucking tan typewriter thing. Was it? I want to say a word that. If you had one of those, you were fucking loaded. I remember those. And like those, they would be like in the parents' office on a desk where no one could get it and it had a lid on it. And I wanted to play with it so bad because just tactily it was pleasant. Yeah, that's fucking great. I used to have an 8-inch floppy. Now it needs Viagra. Oh, you know what's fun? Wait, 8 inches floppy? You keep that shit to yourself, son. That's a no thank you. My God. Calling all size queens. An acoustic, okay, everyone raise your hand if you've ever had to use an acoustic coupler. I have no idea. I've never used an acoustic coupler. What is that? That's a big floppy and I want nothing to do with that. Would you like to play a game? To each their own. Hopefully a shower, not a grower. Because what do you even do with that? How do you walk around all day? My uncle bought me an electric typewriter when I graduated high school and you couldn't tell me shit. I was fancy. See, that's how I felt with my little white MacBook. You know, the ones that were kind of rounded and plastic, and they were just glossy white and had just an apple in the middle. Bitch, I felt so cool. I'm still cool. Cheers. Wait, an 8-inch disc for real? Not a penis? An acoustic coupler is how Matthew Broderick... Oh! Okay, I know what that is. I just have never used one. Yeet, where does that go? Wait. Wait. Bro. Where is... That's... What? Where's that going? That's a fucking death sentence. I'm sorry. What? It's my favorite. I love when people like to bring this shit up because you just bring out a tape measure and everything becomes very... I mean... That's your 8-inch floppy. Where is that going? These are my guts! Babe, someone fucked something 18 inches long. Where does it go? What do you do with that? It literally doesn't fit my screen. Same, Glut, same. That's like the disadvantage to a pussy over a butt is a pussy has a finite ending. And butts do not. Garage has that Maximum fucking capacity. It's true though. For real. Like, makes me think of when Zeke asked me, where does all the weed go? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Vis, you're one of the people I bring up the most when it comes to weed. When people are like, wow, you smoke a lot. I'm like, you have no idea. A person quite literally half my size smokes double. It's crazy. I mean, and Viad, all of you short bitches, your hollow leg, literally. It's just beyond impressive. My size is variable, but the biggest I've ever been was 9 inches. Once, I'm usually between 5. Wait. Your dick can, like, grow like a mood ring? Wait, not a mood ring. Like, kinetic sand? Like, your dick can be anywhere from 5 to 8 inches? That's kind of fucking hot magic. Kinetic cock. No shit. Teach me, right? I mean, fuck, it's like you get a new dick every day. You never know what you're gonna get. It's a box of chocolates, penis. That's amazing. I think, you know, not on purpose, because obviously it's not like you check out dicks. I think I've been with mostly showers. I've never been with someone who goes from, like, a normal flaccid dick to that scary number we just showed. Where's it gonna go? Where the fuck is it gonna go? Genuinely, where does it go? I know, and it's funny because I feel bad for, like, not bad, I don't know. I feel like if I can see your dick through all of your pants, you have to feel that. It can get as small as 3. The shrinkage makes sense to me, but damn. No, I mean, I don't have a gag reflex, not to be weird, but right here is your hyoid bone and it covers your thyroid. That's where your vocal cords are. So if something's going beyond that, you're literally shoving a dick through the waka waka, and I just don't know how good that is for you. And I'm the first person to say I love to gag on a juicy dick. Things shouldn't go beyond your vocal cords, I don't think. Or whatever, where you're putting that. Good for you guys. Good for you. Anywhere from 6 to 9. Seriously. Okay, so wait, I have a question. Are we measuring from base to tip on the top? Or are we going that underball measure? Because you definitely get more inches if you go underball, and I've heard that's the correct way to measure a dick. Not under your balls, but you know what I'm saying? Measure the base. Yeah, the underball measure. That's what you're supposed to do. I'm not kidding. That's what you're supposed to do. You don't measure from the top of dick out. You measure from, like, the space between your balls and your dick out. You'll get more inches, I swear to you. Like, y'all out there that are like, I grow to 8 inches. You might be growing to 11 and ripping people open. I don't know. Kato, you kind of are. That's part of your dick. Like, I'm sure you know this because you have one. But if you have a dick or if you've experienced one, that is. I start measuring at the fucking knee. Presumably esophagus and not trachea. Hopefully. But even then, you're holding open your epiglottis. And your epiglottis, if you're jacking it open and holding it open, and this is just, I'm literally relating to deep throating a cock to the point you're self-intubating. If you're holding your epiglottis open, you're leaving yourself at massive risk of aspirating cum, spit, all of that stuff into your lungs. And God knows how dirty your partner's dick is. You could aspirate, like, dick cheese and get a fungal infection in your lungs. I'm talking very real here. Like, you do you, boo-boo, get kinky as fuck, but be safe. Just be safe, you know? Like, I'm all about fun and games. Let's be safe together. Let's be safe together and play and have a great time. Yeah. All the cum fart bubbles in my mouth. Yeet, I'm saying yeah, absolutely. Because that, like, you know this. I mean, I feel like I'm explaining the anatomy of dick to men, but you guys know, like, your dick comes out from, like, it literally, your dick muscle goes to your asshole, prostate, the whole thing's connected. This is why anal sex feels good. It does go that far. And when you're fucking someone, we are experiencing that base. So, I mean, all y'all, I feel heated about this because as someone with a tiny vagina, if I was with someone who just was casually like, I could be 5 or 12 inches, I don't know what I would do. know what to do. I don't know what to do there. Everyone knows you measure from the inside edge of your butthole to the tip of your penis for the most accurate measurement. I include the butthole. Include the asshole. Fuck it. Wally was shy when we first started dating because he thought he was small because he... I hate that, Vissy. I mean, I feel like we're getting into deep shit really early in the morning, but no, very few people are interested in a gigantic, angular, like, you know, it's all about angles and shit. Very few people are interested in that monstrous dick that's going to tickle our rib cage. Very few people. And very few people have that. And I'm going to be very real with you. The biggest dicks I've fucked have been the most boring lays of my life. I don't know if that's in general. It's like dead fish syndrome. They're like, yeah, I have a big dick, therefore I do nothing. I just exist. You're welcome. Boring. Snore. That's no fucking fun. But none of that. Some of the most pleasant dick I've ever experienced in my life is usually around 5 inches. I think that's great. And that's not me shading on y'all that are like 8-inch hogs out there. You do you, boo-boo. You do you. But that's a lot. Like, you saw that's my belly button. We're rearranging organs. Where does it go? Size queens are valid. I literally called them out earlier. I said, size queens, where are you? We have some in our community who are very open and excited about being size queens. No shade thrown whatsoever. Size queens are amazing. There's all bodies for all people, right? To be fair, my best nude showed the length from the underside. No wonder it's my most successful. Honestly, that's the hottest angle. Because that's the angle we usually get if we're sucking it or something, right? It's all about that bass, pussy energy. Yeah, like, size truly is so boring. That conversation is so boring. I feel sad that people are, like, wrapped up in that or self-conscious about that. And I think it's gotta be porn. I don't know. Like, the unrealistic nature of it or something. This is the most literal case of there's someone for everyone. Literally, yes. There is, truly. Like, there's no wrong genitals at all. And it's okay to have personal preferences about what you like. There's nothing wrong with that. Especially if it has to do with, like, actual anatomy and something hurting you. You say no and you walk the fuck away. Saw a guy once who couldn't fit in a Magnum XL. Oh my god. He was a bottom. Did he use his cock like a kickstand? Cause what? Whoa. Like a kickstand. Like the thing that you pop off the side of your bike to hold your bike up. So, like, instead of having to, you know, do this, he just, like, props himself up on his dick and waits. You know what I'm saying? Like, a kickstand, a tripod, yeah. Genova, we got weird really fast. I don't know what happened. Does size queen include girth? I think so. I mean, you know, that's a really good question. Size queens in chat that are cool about talking about it. Does it include girth? I don't know. I am not that. Welcome to Katie slept last night. Want to talk about dick? God forbid if we play PoE, my brain's just gonna go wild. Good morning, Lance. Was fun to play with. Oh, I believe that. 100%. My favorite story of my life, when I was in an open relationship with my ex, she asked me if she could have sex with my best friend, and since he was clean, I was okay with it. Imagine a 5'5" guy with about a 7 to 8 inch dick. That's a tripod. She'd had fun, but said to me after he left that he's too big and it hurt, and said I was perfect size for her. Oh, and didn't want to do that again. Best size compliment I've ever gotten. After that, I've never cared about my size. That is beautiful. And the fact that you guys have open conversations like that and open communication is fucking gorgeous. That's beautiful. You just got to get him to put both legs in the air, and you can use all 3 poles for cricket. Which one do you hit? Wait, all of them, right? Oh God. Oh fuck. Yeah, some of us, there's nothing wrong. I'm genuinely just asking if you consider yourself a size queen, does that in your repertoire include girth? I'm like, there's no shade in liking what you like at all. Period. End of story. There's a dick for everybody. And a pee-pee and a butt and or whatever you want, a hand to hold. There was a stat I read once that said gay men in general, for some reason, have larger dicks on average. Since gays are 90% thirsty bottoms and 10% tops. Wait, really? Wait, is that real? That statistic? I had no idea. There was a stat I read once that gay men in general, for some reason, have larger dicks on average. Since gays are 90%, it's the bottoms. That's the part that blows me away. Since gays are 90% thirsty bottoms and 10% tops, I truly thought it would have been drastically the other way. Like 90% tops, 10% thirsty bottoms. Really? Couldn't take them at the time, but I'm in stretching and picked up some new Twisted Beast toys. And yes, it's an endorsement from me. Oh, what is Twisted? Don't put any links because we can't look at dicks because Twitch hates them. But I will check out Twisted Beast. That sounds fun. My new partner was worried about the D because he was in an accident for a few years ago. This motherfucker unlocked achievements I didn't even know existed. I hope you let him know that he found your cheat code on your joystick or whatever. Like, truly hope you know he knows. You need to tell him that. That is a huge fucking... That's beautiful. Knives, that's what I'm asking. I don't know. I would assume girth would be included in that conversation, but I'm not a size queen. I don't know. I like a nice average dick. Bottoms and tweaks have the biggest dick, source on the bottom. I wonder what that is. Like, why? Like, just, what an interesting coincidence. Why am I showing up at Dick Talk? According to Viata, it's because I slept in. I don't know how we got here. Oh, someone mentioned... Oh, was it Yeetski's? I think Yeetski said they had a really fun time with an 18-inch toy. To which I had to, of course, have a little example of, like, where's that going? And that's how we got here. Because, like... Where's it going? That's how we got here. And it snowballed from there. Yep. And then, of course, I always have to say, like, your dick's beautiful. Your dick is perfect. Some people want huge, nasty cocks, and some people don't. No cock is perfect. Just drop the big dick energy shit. What do you do with all that? But it goes in your butt. That's what we discovered. That's what we enlightened, is the vagina has a finite ending point, you know, and it's at a certain point your dick's just bending around in there. Butts do not. And as long as you're safe and responsible and you're doing things appropriately, i.e. stretching your ass so you're not ripping yourself up, etc., etc. Not to be real with you, but these are very real topics that need to be talked about. Kink is amazing. What a beautiful world of fucking yourself up, but do it responsibly. You know what I mean? We don't need danger. This toy's top is in my bra strap. Does penis length coincide with usable rectal depth? I've had this thought since I was a teen. You know, I doubt it. And the only reason I say that is my whole life I've been hit on people and, like, I don't know how to put this. People with large dicks assume, because of my anatomy of being very tall, that I can handle a big dick. That's happened to me very seriously a couple times, not even jokingly, and I've had to be like, no thank you. And people, they'll straight up just be like, I just assume tall woman, everything else is stretched out and you got the room. And that is not how it works out in any way, shape, or form. So I don't think so. Yeah, we're not uniformly larger and smaller, exactly. Just because I'm 6 foot does not mean suddenly I have this deep, impenetrable vagina or something. So I would assume not. That's what I'm saying, Knives. And, like, to be very real, and I'm not calling anyone out, the biggest dicks I've ever had sex with have been the literal most boring lays of my life. They think they've brought the dick to the party and therefore they don't have to participate. And they just, it's like dead fish syndrome. Big yawn. Big fucking yawn. In my experience, you can't generalize, but in my experience, very boring. Very boring. And I think it's porn and lack of sex education that has just fucked us that way. I may or may not, I can read. I may or may not have ordered a floppy when I was at Eurofurence. Oh, fuck yeah, I just got a 12-inch dill cough. Dildo! I mean, floppy usable length is around 10 inches. Oh, because of balls. You'll have to tell me how that goes. Which song was it? My Kink is Karma? You know what's weird? It got re-released recently, but that song's been out for like years. I've been listening to it forever, but suddenly it got re-released, and I almost had a little bit of I thought I was having a stroke. I was like, this song's been out, right? I had to go deep dive, and I was like, okay, yeah, it just got re-released. I love that song. It's such a fucking good song. 18 inches would straight up stab a I've never encountered or heard of a vagina that could handle 18 inches of literally anything without you damaging some, I don't know. Maybe after you have a kid, I don't know. Like right afterwards, I don't know. To add to that, there's someone for everyone. I have a friend who described her vag as a tea saucer. She's extremely shallow before you hit cervix and then pain. I'm similar. Yeah, and that's what, like, it has nothing to do with the size of your body, how tall you are, short you are, heavy you are, any of that. Everybody's anatomy is different. No matter what porn has told you, penises do not enter the... Oh, that makes... I'm so viscerally, the idea of something stabbing my fucking cervix makes me want to die. Absolutely not. Oh, my vagina. That's okay, baby. I'll never do that to you. You're fine. Calm down. Yeah, cervixes don't open unless you're giving fucking birth. My old man was so worried about his D after his accident that he didn't sleep with anyone for 8 years. I was so fucking shocked. It's a little bent, so fucking what? Honestly, I've only ever encountered one dick in my entire life that didn't have a bend. A bend, a turn, a curve, scar tissue from where your fucking foreskin was chopped off by your parents. All of that is so beyond normal. It is absolutely so much weirder to encounter a straight dick. Not like sex straight, but like, wha-pow! That is weird. Like, it's one of those you stand back for a minute and have to do like a 360 on it. Like, where's the turn though? It's not. Huh. That is so fucking normal. So, beyond normal, really. Shut up. Okay, the only thing I'm contributing is that one of my partners calls me Captain Hook. See? Whoop-ha! The curve. It's so normal. It's just muscles. It's just muscle. It's all muscle tissue and shit. That's so fucking normal. I love that. That's great. That's fantastic. If you can take an 18-inch dick, you gotta find additional uses for that tube of holding. For real, though. Angle of entry can vary depth achieved as well, so there are positions to accommodate various lengths. 100%. And there's always your ass. Just be responsible. If you're forcing... Can you... Okay, real talk. Can you force open a cervix? I don't... Is that real? Do I want to know? No! I hope not too. Holy dick. I want exactly nothing to do with that. We finally found the counterpart to getting kicked in the nuts. Yes. No shit. And I mean, bless everybody and their sexual prowess, but I have slept with some monstrous dicks before, which is why I now say no thank you. And it's like being punched in the back end of your vagina. Just, it's not fun. I don't get it. But to each their own. That's just me. I don't want to be punched in my vagina. Ugh. It's making my fucking skin crawl. Like, I have to... I can't. We all want a good time. And the thing is, you can have sex with a big dick and have a good time. You just have to talk about it. Hubs is curved. I've actually only encountered 4 or 5 perfectly straight dicks in my life. Same. And I'm including all of the dicks I've seen in the hospital. I've placed a lot of catheters, my dudes. It is so fucking freakishly normal to have a curve to your dick. Please don't feel self-conscious about your curves to your dick. It's very, very normal. My wife loves my curves because even though I'm not the thickest man, the way it bends makes it touch the surface area and hits your G-spot. See? There's no perfect dick. I don't think that's real. I think it all has to do. Don't they do that for a pap? For a pap, they scrape. They have a bladed spoon, kind of like the thing you use to carve out a grapefruit. And they shove it up in my vagina and scrape away at it to get a sample. And that's for biopsies and shit. They're fucking horrible. Yeah. Yeah. Those are fucking terrible. Yeah. Never understood the sort of male concept of wanting to have a big dick as someone with a peen larger than I'd like. It's not that great. I agree with you. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I've dated a lot of showers, not growers, I guess. And I'm like, doesn't it bother you that your dick is just out all the time? Curved swords. Isn't that a scimitar? This begs the question, why is prawn the way it is? I've thought about this a lot. I think it's the effect of like cinema and stuff. Like, we don't watch cinema to see our everyday life and to see the normal stuff. We subconsciously want to see the prettiest people, the most perfect bodies, beautiful. We want to hear beautiful voices. We want to see the peak of humanity. And for some reason, porn started drifting towards the peak of humanity is a horse cock and a hairless vagina. I don't know why, but it's something in there that got fucked up. Yeet, they at least, I mean, you have one, so you know they exist. But seriously, I've probably only encountered 2 straight. I mean, not even like they don't even come up on the belly. Like, they poke straight out from the body, like a fucking rocket, like a rocket, and there is no curve. It is just like poof. I've only encountered that twice in my life. Ever. Yeah, I say it again. Don't let your fantasy fuck up your reality. Amen. I'm sure the pole vaulter didn't like his showing dick denied his jump. That was pretty fucked up. They reach in with a giant alligator clamp, pinch the cervical tissue, clamp down, and rip off a chunk. No anesthesia or numbing. Yeah, it's the same thing we do to your lungs. I mean, all biopsies are pretty similar. If you've seen, you know, Mario, the chomp flowers? Chomp, chomp, chomp. It looks like that on a microscopic scale. We do it to lungs, too. It's pretty gnarly. Do you think it's penis envy? Which is sad, because where did that come from? It's from Skyrim. One of the NPCs was talking about scimitars. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That's another curved one. Angles made everything big, so this idea became... God damn it, my chat keeps doing the doubling thing. Idea became that everything needs to be big or you aren't adequate. And breast implants. Yeah, like you have to... at the end of the day, like, breasts and hips make more sense to me because that is a sign of fertility. Like, when we are ovulating, our boobs swell and hurt really bad. And we hold water and get a little bit plumper than normal. Like, that makes sense. But I don't know if huge cock relates like animalistically to healthy offspring or like more of a likelihood of getting off. I've only ever met one penis that stood up straight when it was hard. Most ever just poke out forward. I've met a lot that stand up absolutely at attention, like up the belly. It's great. Penises are amazing. They're so magical. There's nothing on my body that does anything like that. It's like that House of Decline comic where they're using a bubble level to show how a dick is perfectly level, and the other guy uses the level on his own dick, and the bubble is off center a little, and then he feels ugly. I hate that. Apart from going at it from behind, who has fun times like they do in porn? I've never had. I mean, I've said this before, and I stand by it firmly. If sex feels good, it probably doesn't look good. In my experience. And I've listened to like podcasts and interviews of porn stars, and I think what's interesting is one of the most common things between them is they're always asked like, what kind of sex do you like in your personal life? And every single one of them, vanilla. I just want someone to love me. Like, they don't even like what they're making. Which is interesting. But I personally have never found the classic porn attractive. Ever. Like, the moaning, big-titted, anorexically thin person that's just like, and just getting off nonstop the entire time and won't stop. And the guy's like, yeah, and he's got some fucking horse cock. I've never found that hot. I can honestly say I've never gotten off to anything like that in my life. None of that's hot. At all. The bigger is better, yep, always. Higher the hair, the closer to God. I think the big D is about men's need to feel big and powerful. You think so? Nothing fertile about bolt-ons, you're not wrong. It's probably from locker room comparisons or ingrained toxic masculinity where bigger dick means more man, which is weird. Because it's so not that. To sort of give the male perspective on the big D sex, it's not, like, it's just not that fun for me either. I don't want to hurt a partner, so I have to be super careful. Dude, I was literally just going to ask this. With what I'm doing and never being able to use the whole thing for fear of hurting is really quite unsatisfying. I can absolutely see. And that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a body for everybody. And, like, hopefully you find someone who has a hole that fits you perfectly. Like, that's the ultimate goal, right? But sometimes we can work with what we got. But I can absolutely see, like, you can never truly, like, let loose. I don't know how to put that. You know, that primal sex shit? Where you just kind of, like, get in. You couldn't, and I completely understand, unless your partner was into pain and you were into pain, et cetera, which you're obviously not. I understand that's gotta suck. It's like when you do something physically amazing and then you watch it on TV and it's not nearly as impressive as you thought. Looking at yourself in the mirror and thinking, man, my workouts are doing something. I look great. And then seeing a beauty magazine is, wow, I look like I'm a fucking cow. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, homemade realistic porn. Yeah, where it's just like two people having real sex. That's the hot shit. I could give a fuck less about the setup and the fake play and all that. None of that. It's so viscerally unreal to me. I get almost turned off by it. Some of the best sex talking I ever had would make for terrible porn. I agree. I mean, that's the shit that feels good because you're not paying attention to how you look. You're not sucking in your stomach. You're not worried about what's wrinkling and what's jiggling or whatever. You're just having a good time. That's the best shit. Viata, I have no idea. None. I've wondered that too. I think it's... I mean, you and I are obviously not into that type of porn. The people into that type of porn, we are obviously not fucking. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. One of my friends is also into amateur content creation. He sent me some tasteful clips. I've never felt so aroused at seeing two men go at it. Much more primal and brided. 100%. The sounds. I mean, I'm very auditory when it comes to sex and porn, if I'm going to get off on anything. The sounds that, the real sound, like, and you know it. You know it's so fucking clear if people are actually getting off versus performatively getting off. I think we all know that. Like, that's pretty obvious. The real sounds are just so goddamn hot comparatively. It's crazy. My chat did the double. I'm just waiting for it to go back. There it is. Porn never appealed to me, but I like smaller chest adornments and round hips, butt action. You don't really. I know, and I feel. Oh my God, Scott. It's like you're like same. Isn't that weird that like these people in like the class, like the big production porn, whatever, they are putting their bodies to a state where they're so unrealistic, we don't find them attractive. I don't find abs and undulating muscles covered in veins and shit attractive at all. That looks like a lifestyle I want nothing to do with. I like to eat cheeseburgers and I like to take naps. I want nothing to do with that's not hot to me. I'd rather see something that's attainable to me, like a woman getting eaten out that's got some cellulite and some stubble on her vag. That's real. That's attainable. That's someone I could fuck. Like, that's hot. The waxed, tanned, glistening, bolt-on fucking shit is not real. It's not attainable. It's just super unrealistic, and I don't find there's any, like, I don't know. There's no appeal in it for me. Having a big dick for me is pretty much entirely positive. I don't like penetrating due to the hypersensitivity, making it just feel like pain. So it's only for masturbation. I pretty much only give oral. I pretty much only give oral with partners. Really? Even if someone super wanted to suck your dick just because of oversensitivity? And Scott, just additionally to what you said, what I find interesting, like I think about this kind of stuff. You like a body that is not presented in porn very often, right? Because of that, when we watch porn, people that have that, if you, like myself, I talk about this like I have tit envy. I have major boob envy. I've always had boob envy. Like I just want big, luscious titties that swang around in the wind and I can slap people with them. But I wonder if that's because media, porn, etc. makes me think like the only way I'm fuckable is to have a fat ass and boobs. Because I've never seen the alternative. Like, representation is really important for just helping people feel regular and feel normal. And hot. Because everybody has a type. And it's not always that glistening, perfect, whatever. I do. I love titties. It's true. My go-to tends to be realistically amateur or a la carte. Same. Yep, amateur. That was the term I was looking for, not homemade. Amateur. Same. Because it tends to be real. Real sounds, real people, real bodies that are familiar to me, not just these fat-free freaks that I'm like, what the fuck? A lot of people do. It's like, this is the thing. My boobs at the size they are annoy me already. I would never get a boob job because I would be thoroughly just lifelong annoyed by the boobs. Like, my tits are small and they get in the way of my golf game and it upsets me. I think it's that psychosis of, well, the people that are celebrities and are cherished and are in porn, etc., have big titties. And people love big titties. No one's out there, like, you never see Pornhub's top search tiny titties. You'll never see that. You'll see stepsister porn, which, what the fuck? But you won't see tiny titties. And that, I think, does something psychologically upstairs. Just a little bit. Bless her. I might get lost. Alexa, are we the same person? Oh, bless. Porn sounds make me feel kind of uncomfortable. When I make them happen, they're nice. Though how their body reacts gives me a lot more info for how I'm doing. That's understandable. Yep, I completely understand that. There's a difference between what you're comfortable with in your body and what you find attractive in others. Just because you want to bury your face in motorboat big boobs doesn't mean you're less attractive for not having them. Bless you. I tell myself that constantly. That's something I have to reiterate. Like, you can't have everything, and it's not always the best to have everything. Because all my wonderful friends with big old titties hate their titties. I mean, they love them, but also they cause back pain. You have to wear a bra with underwear or something so your titties aren't knocking out kids. Like, 9 times out of 10, I don't even wear a bra. I don't have to. My titties look the same in and out. And that is something you get with tiny boobies that big boobies don't get, but big boobies look amazing and everybody wants to motorboat them. It's just a tit for tat. You know what I mean?
Go Pikachu, come out.
Variety is the spice of life.
I'm gay.
Lizney, thank you so much for subbing to the class, keeping the class alive and giving us that prime sub for 68 fucking months. I appreciate you. Oh my God. In a lesbian relationship, who makes the sandwich? Neither, because they both eat out. Okay, but you could also make that a roast beef answer. There's a lot of potential there. That's pretty good. Yeah, I think faking shit is just sad. It's sad for both parties because faking an orgasm is giving your partner the false reassurance that they did something that got you off, and you're not getting off. Why would anybody want any of that? It's good to know I'm not alone in this because even the thought of opening up such a vulnerable physical way gives me little panics. Oh, I understand. I mean, it's being vulnerable sucks. Omega, good luck. Drink water. I dated a big titty woman for 8 years. She did not enjoy them. That's what I've heard. I mean, I don't know anyone with huge boobs that's like, I love the weight and the pain on my shoulders and the fact that I have to wear underwire and it's busting all the blood vessels in my rib cage. I don't know anyone bathing in that, but they love their bodies. Like they should. Their bodies are fucking gorgeous. But it's always greener. Grass is always greener, right? The only advantage of big boobs is being able to get both nipples in the mouth at once. On the flip side, you could probably get one entire tit of mine in your mouth. See, grass is always greener. I will never be able to experience someone sucking both my nipples at the same time. That's never gonna happen. But there's things, I mean, you know what I mean? It's all bodies are wonderful. You just work with what you got. Scott, my best friend in high school, literally by the time we were 18, had to wear 2 bras all the time. She wore a bra with underwire and a sports bra over it just to keep her boobs here because they drove her fucking crazy. And she had beautiful titties, man. They were perfect. But same shit. There are a lot of things you can't do with small titties, that's true, but my dick is still hard, so you know. I mean, titties are titties though, right? Who's not gonna get I'm sporting a semi here. Titties are great. What do you call what do you call the house of a lesbian polycule? Arby's. Beautiful. Thank you. I needed that. I'm into tasteful muscles. I'd kill to have them. None of this vascular, wiggly vein type shit. Give me the muscles, but with light smattering of fat. Same. Natural muscle. I have to accept that I'm a twink in the most classic form. Sometimes I wish, like, I'm jealous of the gay world because you have words to describe just, like, who you are. Like, we don't have that. I'm just a confusing bisexual gay that likes to suck on skin. Like, your gender, but there's not really words for that. A whore. Maybe just a whore. But we don't get like a bear, daddy, twink, etc. It's just gay whore. I don't know. A slag, if you will. We don't really get like cool words and options to go along with how we describe how we want to fuck. Like the only words are like negative, like a dead fish, starfish, etc. Well, I don't think, I mean, straight, I'm being very serious here. Is there any one of us who's ever had a titty in her mouth and thought, like, I wish this was bigger, smaller, / whatever? Or are we just sitting there in the moment like, I am so grateful that I have a fucking titty in my mouth. So at the end of the day, we're all self-conscious about stupid shit that doesn't matter because all of us just want to smear our naked body against some skin. Unless you're asexual and stuff, which is totally valid. I just have to bring that up. But you know what I'm saying? Like, option B, my lord. Yeah, same. There's never a moment in my life that I've been like, this titty could have been better or different. What? That's a titty that someone is allowing you to suckle? You say thank you, bitch. This reminds me of a conversation Katie and I had with one of our best friends. She asked us if it was weird to like 4 arms, and we both had to assure that it's not weird at all. I'm so glad there's someone, me. I have, like, in the way that some people like feet, I really like hands and forearms. And it's not, it's like, it's hard to explain to people because when you say that, people are like, oh, so you like big muscly arms and like really defined? No, 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 no. Oh, so you want to like come on someone's arm? No, no, I just want to watch the tendons flex in your hand a little bit. That's it. It's real weird. Calves, right? Everybody has a thing. Everybody has a thing. And I don't know where this came from. I don't know where the fuck my hand thing came from, but my whole life I've just noticed I love to watch people's hands, watch how they work with their hands, jerk off. I don't know. Hands are cool. Everybody likes something different. Like, we're all wrapped up about boobies, but I've never, I mean, that being said, I don't have huge tits. I've never been with anyone that self-describes as like, I'm a titty man. Like, that's all like, they're just glad to have something to suck on. Let's be real. Where's my lighter? Cheers. Yeet, yes. That's literally exactly what it is. Hold on, I gotta read this out loud. This is so good. It's like the meme where it's like somebody's self-conscious about making a cake and it's not as pretty as the cake next to it, but everybody's just happy to have 2 cakes. Yeah, that's literally it. To your question about receiving oral, I would let them suck it for a bit, but I wouldn't be able to handle full round to climax because of the oversensitivity. That's interesting. I've never heard of something like that. The hand thing. Yeah, Glut and I have that in common. There's something about hands. And it's not pretty hands. Like, there's not, like an ideal. It's just some hands for some reason. Forearm, yeah. Oh my god. A rolled up sleeve. Oh, fuck yourself. Yeet. You ever with someone that has like a button down on and they do the snap, snap? It's arousing. That's all I have to say. It's like someone pulling their boobs out for you, like, oh, bitch, am I gonna get smacked? I mean, Lizzie, and I'm not hating. I'm very happy to have any attraction I get whatsoever in my life because there will be a point where I look wrinkly and scary. Ass. I've never been with anybody that didn't like ass. We have our features for a reason. What are we gonna do? We can't help that we're a type. We both have an extreme feature. That's just life. We just gotta put up with it, man. I fucking hate perfect smiles. Give me a crooked smile. Oh my god, Kozu, same. Have you seen the show Schitt's Creek? Or, Kevin Can Go Fuck Himself? The girl that stars in it's one of my favorites. She's kind of a new actress on the scene. She plays, in Schitt's Creek, she plays the sister, Alexis. She has this, like, I kind of have it, where my teeth are, like, overlapped a little in the front. And I just find it so fucking endearing. It's so weird that in a world of chiclets, I look for crooked teeth. Like, not crooked teeth, but just real. In movies and shit. I'm like, wow, that person didn't chisel their face away. Yay. It's very odd. I just like a nice smile, honestly. And for some reason, I'm trying to think of there's some people in Hollywood who have gotten those fucking veneers and they look like chiclet gum. They're just really poorly done. They look like almost dentures and they're all put together and it gives people almost a lisp when they talk. And I wish I could go back and, like, stop them. Because they probably had fine teeth. Like, I'm the first person to say, go get your dental work. I have, like, 4 fake teeth because a horse stepped on my face when I was a kid. Like, you gotta fix your shit. But when you're just going in because you're self-conscious and getting all your teeth fucking chiseled away and it's chiclet shit, it just doesn't look real. Oh, backs and shoulders. Something about watching shoulder blades move and, like, back muscles. Oh, fuck a dick. That shit's hot. I literally do that all the time and it makes me feel hot. Fuck yes. Good. It is hot. The best scenario I ever felt was giving a trans girl head and having her grip my hair while her thighs squeezed my head. I don't think I've ever had anyone squeeze my head with their thighs. Is that great? This titty went to market. This titty played at home. This titty tasted like roast beef, and this titty went numb.
With Satan's cock.
That's a little bit of a nightmare there. What the fuck, Shrek teeth? I don't remember what Shrek's teeth look like. Yeah, that person didn't paralyze their face. Yay! I got one fake tooth from a badly deboned... Oh, shit. Did you fucking crack a tooth? I just have root canals from the horse thing. Like, I think I have one on each side or something like that. These are all real, obviously. They don't look great. And I think I have a dead tooth. Maybe. My dentist says it's fine. B treats, thank you so much for summing the class, keeping the class alive, and giving it any swings. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways, because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent. Happy 420. I appreciate you. The girl I've been after has broad shoulders, a big, imperfect grin, and yes, want. Completely understand. Oh my god, Ashley, are you excited though? Are you annoyed with your beard? Lance, do you have to kiss anyone soon? Because as someone who's been with bearded people, that grow out after you shave your beard makes me want to move out of the house. It's like a billion microscopic little needles stabbing in my mouth, face, and or pussy. If you're going to put your face on another face in the foreseeable future, I'd just keep the floof. It's just so much more pleasant. Or you have to keep up that shave. Like a daily fucking shave, because ow, 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 ow. Actual needles. Just a peck, it's like stab. They grow straight out, it's stabbing. And because you shaved them off, they now have sharp little ridges. It's horrible. Just commit, either baby face or beard. But you gotta commit to one. Because it just hurt. It genuinely hurts. It feels like acupuncture on your face, like trying to kiss someone who has that, I call it the GQ shadow. It's that like half grown out shave that every fucking GQ magazine dude has, is the worst thing to kiss in the world. Like, I don't want that near me. It hurts. It's needles. It just feels bad. Don't go near that. But if you want to be babyface, you just got to commit to that babyface. Keep shaving that shit up. Oh my god, a piece of wood hitting your mouth? Ooh. How? I'm confused. I'm a confused pansexual. Like, pans are pretty hot, but I suspect it's more the oven than anything. You should check out Only Cans. I hear it's sexualizing Campbell's soup. Ooh, Lizzie, I'm gonna check them out. I'm excited, but I'm scared. They're pulling what little bit I have left and putting in tops and bottom dentures in the same appointment. I'm excited for you. I think you're gonna love it. It's a commitment. Yeah, just shaving is a commitment. If you're into this kink of the horrible needle beard, that's another question. Like, write me off if that's your thing. But I feel like this is something that people don't talk about enough, is that, like, if you're gonna shave, fucking shave it. It goes for anything you're shaving that a mouth is gonna come encounter with. Like, if you're gonna shave your poontangler, you gotta commit to shaving that poontangler, because nobody wants to suck on a hedgehog's asshole. You know what I'm saying? Like, make things pleasant for your partner. That's just courteous. Right? I feel like I'm really oversharing here, but it's just being nice. It's just courtesy. Like, commit to the bush or keep that shit clean. One of the two. But don't be giving people fucking porcupine asshole for dinner. Just unkind. Unkind. Oh, Momo, it's so sick, but I kind of love watching those videos on Instagram. Is that fucked up? Like, when they get to cut into something and they pull out a hair that's like 2 feet long. Oh, it's kind of, yeah. Same busy, okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one. It's like, I love it. I'm just like, yeah, fucking get it out. Ah! Pull it! It's sick. But, like, I can't imagine having that in your face. I'm glad you got it out. It totally goes the same for pussies. Shaving's too much work, no thanks. I completely understand. No one I want to know wants to suck a hedgehog's asshole. Same, and I know a lot of people. Love yourselves, fuckers. There's something so primarily hot about each one of us. 100%. That's what I'm saying, and I think that's why I like more natural porn, just to go full circle. Like, it's primal, it's real, it's two people who are doing the act and actually, like fakey porn is like performative cooking. Like, you've made fake food, nothing here is real, you're not enjoying it, I don't know what the fuck is happening, versus watching two people go at it that are actually getting off. It's like watching someone get down on a big greasy Five Guys cheeseburger, where, like, the juices are just running down your arms, and you're like, that one. That's the porn I want to see. Because it's real. Like, that's genuine. And it's real bodies that have pimples and scars and hair on them. Real things. Things I've seen before. You know? Having a girl with stubble right on your face. Ugh, yeah, needles. It's needles. You just got to commit one way or the other. Vissy, that's how we started the conversation. Literally, it was the shaved face. I was like, if you're going to shave your face, if you're shaving your beard off, you have to commit. Or keep the beard. One of the two, and it goes the same for anybody's genitals. Because, like, if you're shaving around your cock, and I'm going to deep throat that, and suddenly I have a face full of hedgehog needles in my face, you bet your ass I ain't going to choke on your dick anymore. Like, now I'm afraid. Now I'm afraid of you. Maintenance. Good morning, Molly. How are you? I have great forearms and legs. Scratch that. My calves are fucking amazing. I'm jealous. I've always wanted nice ankles. Like, I feel like it's all it's all where your calf muscle, like, connects. Same with butt muscles. The reason some people have great butts and some people don't is just where the butt muscle connects and how much fat can be accumulated in a smaller amount of area. Same with, like, calf muscles. Some calf muscles connect lower down the leg, which creates a long, sleek calf. And some calf muscles connect higher, which creates, like, that bulky, awesome-looking stacked calf and really small, bony ankles that are cute. I have option A, and I hate it. I've always fucking hated. I have no ankle. And now that one of my ankles is literally just permanently crooked from falling at TwitchCon, I feel super hot. To be fair, I probably should have gone to the doctor, but you know what? We're here. It's fine. Thigh squeezing on head is so good. I think that experience made me a thigh person. No shit. Before that, I had no preference on any part other than disliking feet. I completely understand. There's, like, I feel like you have to experience some things to know whether or not you like it, because your eyes can be bigger than your stomach, if you know what I mean. But, like, in terms of your holes. Sorry, I can't do this. I'm afraid of you, and I don't want to be stabbed by your tiny needle hairs. I mean, no shit. It's like any other thing that if you're going to do something you think is fun and you got shocked, eventually you're just going to stop reaching for that thing that's fun because you keep getting shocked. Same situation. Just take care of that shit. Cheers. This has been written and shall henceforth be written. Wait, no. This has been spoken and shall henceforth be written in the Holy Bible. Merry Thickmas, everyone. I listened to a podcast about the history of the word Merry Christmas, by the way, and it was very interesting. Actually, like, Merry, like, the history of the word Merry was to get, like, shit-faced drunk and probably maybe fuck in front of other people. And so, like, when Britain got all religious and shit, like, I think it was, like, sometime in the 1700s, they actually tried to make Christmas illegal because people got drunk all the time. And so they couldn't make it illegal because the people were like, no. So they were like, okay, then we're just going to start saying Happy Christmas and we're going to hope you guys stop drinking. And that's why Brits say happy and we say merry. Because we split off from the island before the fucking merry to happy. Isn't that weird? Cheers. Yeah. No shit. I wonder if that's why it came up, because it was just a random video on YouTube suggested to me. And I was like, I love that. That's hilarious. And it was, There's actually like I think it's a radio broadcast or something, and it was the King of England at the time, Elizabeth's dad, I think, and he says, "Have a happy Christmas," and it's like the first recording of someone doing that in the highest social office of Britain, blah 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 blah, and that like stemmed off of that. People started saying Happy Christmas, but it was all in all like a goal to get you to stop drinking, and it did fuck all. Now you just say happy. I thought that was really interesting. Georgie, was it Georgie? Yeah. Yeah, merry and gay. Like it was have a good time and drink yourself stupid. It was really interesting to learn about. But I always wondered that, because growing up, like I had the British version of Harry Potter. I don't know why. It wasn't, my parents didn't do this on purpose, but for some reason I had the Philosopher's Stone. And I read those ones, and they say Happy fucking Christmas. And that was like my first exposure to someone saying Happy Christmas. And it broke my mind. I was like, why do you say that? What? What the fuck is Happy Christmas? Is this what? It broke me. And that's why. I know everybody gets shit-faced. I mean, my family gets plastered on Christmas. That's the thing. I mean, hot buttered rum, eggnog, all of that's alcoholic. Changing the name of it to Happy didn't do anything. Like, you guys still celebrate Christmas harder than most. With the crackers and things. They say Happy fucking Christmas. I'm gonna need to check my... Oh, no. It's just... Happy Christmas, Harry. Happy Christmas, Ron. I know you know what scene I just quoted, and it's so generic, but if you're Harry Potter, you fucking know. I know! You know what? Actually, interesting you asked that, Anubis. Hold on. There's this really cool guy on YouTube I watch called Max Miller. And I do believe he literally just made a video that was on the history of eggnog. Or he did one. Oh my god. Apparently he made a video about eggnog. Is it the history? Corey knows. It's do you guys want to watch it? We need to take a break really quick because I gotta pee. But if you guys want to, his videos are really fun. They're just like this adorable slice of history. And he's awesome, and he makes the food. But it's about eggnog. Eggnog? Max Miller, Tasting History with Max Miller is the full name of the channel. It's a pretty interesting video. Okay, let's take a break really quick. I'm not a fan of eggnog, but I want to watch this video. I like listening to the history of stuff, even if I'm not into it. Yes, Tasting History. Tasting History guy. We've watched a couple videos by him before. They're great. He's very informative. Pee, wash your hands, take your joy. I'll be right back. You guys are typing a whole lot of words that I'm not going to try to say out loud, but I'm going to go, I like tea. So, chapstick. I don't like fruity tea, I would say. Like, fakey fruity tea. Like, I think I had a tea one time that was called hibiscus. It was like, I don't even know what a fucking hibiscus is supposed to taste like. But it tasted like hot juice. Like hot grape juice or something. I didn't like the tea. Ha! We went from 8-inch toys to fruit tea. It's kind of full circle if you think about it. Anyways. Oh, man. I know. We are complex people. You can like sex and food and a drink for a sternum tattoo.
Try to relax your anus.
Well, 'cause sweet vanilla bitches don't get sternum tattoos. I think I'm gonna play some PoE and disassociate now. two questions. How much cum does it take for a shake to be called a cum shake? And how big does... I should stop. I don't know. I need to check EU regulation. Like, is it a teaspoon, a tablespoon? Like, if you, like, for instance, we call it a chocolate milkshake. The chocolate tends to be a very small portion of the shake itself. But I haven't made a chocolate milkshake in ages. I just go buy one because I'm an adult. What amount of chocolate made it a chocolate shake? What amount of cum suddenly now it's a cum shake? Does it curdle? A whole new world. A dazzling place I never knew. So you're asking the wrong question. What is the minimum amount of semen to make it a cum shake, and why is it more than 0? I'm in pain. That's enough. I hate when I'm the source of that's enough internet for the day. So cum has this really weird feature that scientists have not been able to understand or make sense of. This is real talk. So a load of ejaculate about 30 seconds after it's ejaculated, it congeals for a few minutes, and then it turns into a fluid again. And scientists can't really figure out, like, what's the evolutionary, like, benefit to sperm having this strange half-life of, like, liquid, and we've curdled, and we're liquid again. Like, because sperm can live up to 24 hours as long as it's in an aqueous environment, so it has nothing to do with that. It's all about the semen part, and it's just a really weird phenomena of cum. So I keep, like, I'm so sorry, but when I think cum shake, I'm like, how long has the shake been sitting there? Bobo, no. Well, if the cum is fresh, technically it's 98.6, right? I'm asking while did I do it? Did I change my category? No. Do they bunch together to make the swim and then spread out for the last bit of the race? It's so the sperm itself that's coming out of your balls, that's only like 1 to 5% of the ejaculate coming out of you. The rest of it is semen, which comes from your prostate. And semen, we know, is a carrier fluid, i.e. it is something to help give the little spermies a river to run until they're where they need to go, and then they keep going, you know what I'm saying? So it's not the sperm that causes any of this, like, strange curdling. It's the semen part. And you would think, like, as soon as ejaculate goes off, why would you want it to curdle and, like, freeze the movement of sperm 30 seconds after? But maybe it gives traction for the sperm to, like, Genuinely don't know. It's fascinating. It's very acid resistant. The semen is. I think it's also a protectant. Yeah, it protects the spermies from getting cooked. Like swimming through syrup? Yeah, as opposed to swimming upstream in something that's too fluid. That's the so far theory on it, but, like, we don't know, and it's just kind of fascinating. It curdles in either environment. Curdles is a gross word. It congeals. So it, like, goes from liquid pudding to pudding with a skin, but then it goes liquid again on its own. It only stays congealed for a certain amount of time. It's fast. Bodies are fascinating. Fascinating. I learned about this in school. I don't know. They might have found out more stuff, but it's fast. Congeals, I think, is a No one wants to gurgle a curdle. Thick enough that I can take my time enjoying it. I'm not here for a runny milkshake because then it turns into that eggnog texture where it's like a melted milkshake. I like my milkshakes to be like borderline what are those at Dairy Queen? Blizzard? Like so thick because I don't like melted milkshakes. I think that's gross. How about you, Vis? Runny or thick? How you feeling? Degenerates. Degenerates. You said that about Katie, and my Twitch gave me a warning that this stream contains sexual content. Just, like, is this the first time? Because we've been this way for a bit. It might be left over from an earlier stage of evolution. You're absolutely correct. Like, we just don't, there's nothing we've been led to believe hard enough that we're like, this is why cum does what it does. And it's not affected by the vasectomy, which is another leading reason we think it has nothing to do with the sperm cells themselves. I know. It just popped. I know, I think that's hilarious. I've said cum so many times in my channel. Cum, 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 cum. Cum, 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 cum. Hold on, let me get into this.